But you know, the easiest thing that they could do is just copy Guild Wars 2 system, where you have world versus world. Is basically every week it resets, and you have 3 servers. Each of them is fighting for on their own side, right? It's like server versus server versus server, and it's random every week. So basically, let's just assume that server would be alliance. So translated to Throne and Liberty terms, that would sound like you have random alliance every week. So random guilds get matched together. So it's a bit more fair instead of right now. I think it's just you make alliance of, let's say, the best guilds, and nobody can beat you, which is super lame because you can just hold this indefinitely. You don't have to change alliance. You don't have to like reset anything. It just could be monopolized, right? And the worst thing is, again, compared to Guild Wars 2, let's say you're a new player. What's the new player experience in this situation? You log in a game, you level up, and you want to try the end game content. Like personally, I have a guild, but it's not a hardcore PvP guild. It's kind of casual guild, but I actually enjoy it. I enjoy playing with these people, but they're not doing end game PvP stuff. So when I go to Castle Siege, the way it works right now is I'm against everybody. Like every other guild, every other player is enemy. And this is so stupid because for anybody in my situation, you cannot experience this part of the content. And that's actually a huge part of the content because it's actually a lot of fun. But you being like the one man against an army, it's definitely not fun. It's fucking stupid. And if they have something like in Guild Wars, like basically in Guild Wars 2, once you go in this completely different mode, which is called World vs. World, it doesn't matter if you have a guild, it doesn't matter if you have a party, you're in that server. So anybody from that server is your ally automatically. And you fight against anybody from the other server the same way. And that's like the easiest thing they could do. At least create somewhat better new player experience, because right now, if you're just a new player, imagine I'm logging in, I want to do the end game content. I'm be like mildly enforced to join a guild, and this guild has to be end game PvP guild, like really good guild. And at the same time, they're gonna have a requirement, so they're not gonna accept just about anybody. They say, hey, you gotta have 4,000 combat power at least to join our guild. And until you actually get to this point, you cannot participate in this event. And at the same time, the event is actually, it's not instanced event. It's not like, hey, the event requires you to have 4,000. No, you can join this event anytime, realistically, but then on the practical side, it's gonna be stupid because you're gonna be against everybody. So it's just, for me right now, this is the worst type of content I could do in this game. Like, I like PvP, but the way it works right now is just very limiting. Like, it puts me in a frame, and if I want to fully enjoy it, I have to, let's say, quit my guild and find a dedicated PvP guild. But at the same time, I don't want to quit my guild because I'm happy with what I have. You know, you get along with the people, you play together, so it's gonna be very stupid at the same time. You know, you're on two sides. You have to make a choice, which is, you know,